Hello dear students, welcome you all for the 8th session of the second chapter of Goods and Service Tax. So in this session we are going to discuss one illustration on taxable turnover. We have already discussed one illustration on aggregate turnover. In this session we are discuss one illustration on taxable turnover. So this is my presentation today, one illustration, then we will work out solution for that illustration. So this is the illustration. Ms. Navya is a registered dealer in Goa, furnishes the following information for the month of January 2020. Compute the turnover which is taxable under CGST, SGST and IGST. So they have given various transactions here. So these are all transactions here from 1 to 18. So what we have to do is we have to find out the taxable turnover which is taxable under CGST and SGST and also IGST. So that means we have to identify, first of all we have to identify the nature of transaction, whether it is interstate or intrastate or export supply. So if it is intra and intrastate, then CGST and SGST will be liable for tax. If it is interstate then or export supply, then IGST will be liable to tax. So since they have asked us to find out the taxable turnover, we have to write the total transaction value under this column and then we will calculate the total turnover under CGST and SGST. Remember, we need not calculate tax liability here. Just we have to find out the turnover which is liable to tax under central GST and SGST and also IGST. That's all. So what we can do is we will discuss each transaction when we work out the problem. So let's go to the next slide. So this is the format: calculation of taxable turnover under CGST, SGST and IGST. So make three columns. One is for particulars, then to write the taxable turnover under CGST and also under IGST. Okay. Yes. Now let's go to the first transaction. So Mr. Navya is registered dealer in Goa. She furnishes the following information for the month of, only it's a month of January month's transactions. So we have to compute the turnover. So remember, Navya is from Goa. So whatever the transaction that she makes is from Goa. Okay. So look at the first one. Goods of rupees 12 lakh sold to a dealer at Bihar. So goods worth rupees 12 lakh is sold to a dealer at Bihar. Bihar is another state, Goa is another state. So this is between the two states. So it is an interstate transaction. So where the turnover will be written, turnover will be taxable under IGST. So this transaction will be taxable under IGST. So let's write the transaction here. So I have written here. So supply of goods to a dealer at Bihar. So CGST is nil. So IGST, in IGST column we have to write 12 lakh. So transaction amount. Then let's go to the second one. Commodity worth rupees 5,25,000 sold to an unregistered dealer of Arunachal Pradesh. So Arunachal Pradesh is another state, Goa is another state. So nature of the transaction is interstate transaction, interstate supply. So here 5,25,000 sold to an unregistered dealer. So we are not bothered about whether it is a registered, whether it is a unregistered. But transaction is made, supply is made. So it is a taxable supply under interstate. So sale, so IGST. So under IGST column, we have to write this amount to find out the total turnover, taxable turnover under IGST. So let's write that amount here. So I have written here supply of commodity to an unregistered dealer at Arunachal Pradesh. So CGST here it is nil. So under IGST column 5,25,000. Let's go to the next one. Third one, goods of rupees 3,30,000 supplied within the state. So nature of transaction is intra-state, within the state of Goa. So which tax is liable? So tax liability is SGST and CGST. So it will be coming under SGST and CGST has to be paid for this transaction. So let's write this transaction under SGST and CGST column. So I have already written supply of goods within the state. So we have to write it under CGST and SGST column. So here it is nil. Let's go to the next one. Fourth one, product A supplied to a dealer at Mudgova for rupees 8,17,500. So nature of the transaction is Mudgova is in Goa itself, from Goa to Mudgova, so within the state. So product A is supplied to a dealer within the state for rupees 8,17,000. So if it is within the state, then intra-state transaction. So for intra-state supply, what tax has to be paid? It is SGST and CGST. So let's write that transaction and amount. So I have written here supply of product A to a dealer at Mudgova 8,17,500. Under CGST and SGST column I have written. Let's go to the fifth one. Sorry. Product B worth rupees 4,50,000 sent to job worker at Panaji. So Panaji again is in Goa. But the transaction is what? So product B worth 4,50,000 sent to a job worker. So who is a job worker? One who processes the goods. He is not coming out with a finished good, but he will just process the goods. So here supply is made to a job worker to process the goods, and what job worker will do after processing the goods, job worker will send back the goods to the dealer who has sent the goods to him for processing. So this is not a transaction, this is not a complete sale. Okay, this is not a complete supply, so that's why it is not a supply. So let's write here. So product B sent to job worker at Panaji. So it is not a supply since it is sent to a job worker. Let's go to the next one. Sixth one. Goods worth rupees 7,000, 7,50,000 supplied to a unit of SEZ, Special Economic Zone at Mumbai. So here, by reading out this transaction, we can find out that goods are sold to a special economic zone. So if the goods are supplied to special economic zone, then it is considered as zero rate supply. Okay, zero rate supply, and it has to be entered in IGST column. Okay, IGST column. So any goods supplied to any special economic zone, then it is considered as zero rated supply. We have already studied that, and it has to be entered in IGST column as zero rate, so no tax. So let's enter that. So supply of goods to a unit at SEZ Mumbai, we have written in IGST column zero rate. Let's go to the next one, seventh one. Goods amounting to rupees 4,50,000 supplied to Nicobar. So Nicobar is in where? So Nicobar is a union territory, separate union territory. So Goa to union territory. So it becomes a interstate. So between two states. So that's why it is an interstate supply. Which tax will be levied on this? It is IGST. So let's write in IGST column. So I have written supply of goods to Nicobar. So CGST, SGST nil, 4,50,000 IGST column. Let's go to the eighth one. So goods worth rupees for 5,62,500 received from an unregistered dealer at Ponda. So here goods are received. So if you are receiving the goods, it becomes a purchase. But here you have received the goods from unregistered dealer. So it becomes what? Unregistered dealer means dealer who has not registered under the GST Act. That means he will not pay any tax. So actually this person, unregistered dealer, has to pay the tax, but he is not registered, he cannot pay the tax. That's why the receiver of the goods, that is Miss Navya, has to pay the tax. So it is a reverse charge mechanism. So this becomes a transaction taxable. So because why taxable? Because Miss Navya has to pay the tax instead of this registered dealer. So which nature of transaction? Ponda is in Goa, so it is a interstate transaction, intrastate transaction. So let's write that amount and transaction. So I have written here goods received from unregistered dealer at Ponda, reverse charge. So under CGST and SGST column, because it is an intrastate transaction, 5,62,500. Here it is nil. Let's go to the Let's go to the next one. So that is ninth one. Commodity C supplied to a dealer at France. Where is France? It's a different country. So Goa is in India. So it is between the two states, sorry, two countries. So that means from Goa, if you are sending the goods outside India, it becomes a export. It becomes an export sale. So for all export on a GST, it is a, again zero rate. So IGST will be charged, but at present it is zero rate. So again, we have to enter in IGST column. Let's enter the transaction. So supply of goods to France, export supply. So it is a zero rate. Here it is nil. Let's go to the 10th one. So it is the 10th one. Goods. Supply goods 1,27,500 to Ladakh. So Ladakh is now a union territory. So it is between Goa, one state, and a union territory. It becomes a interstate transaction. Okay, so that means GST has to be paid on this amount, on this transaction. So let us enter the amount and transaction here. So goods of supply of goods to Ladakh. So CGST SGST nil. In IGST column 1,27,500. So let's go to the 11th one. Goods of 3,75,000 supplied from job worker placed directly to a dealer at Madgaon. See here the transaction. So goods are supplied from job workers placed directly to Madgaon. That means it is a complete transaction. Sale has happened. Job worker, even though he processes the goods, he has not kept the goods for himself or he has not returned. What he has done, he has made a sale to a dealer. So that means it is a complete supply, complete transaction. So what is the nature of transaction? Madgaon is in Goa itself, so within the state. So it is intra-state transaction. So what taxes has to be paid? CGST and SGST. Let's enter the transaction and amount. So supply of goods from job worker place to dealer at Madgaon 3,75,000. So here it is nil. Let's go to the 12th one. So what is the 12th one? Commodity D worth rupees 9,15,000 transferred to her branch in Maharashtra. So here branch transfer. So if it is a branch transfer also, it is a supply. It is considered as supply under GST. So where it is done? From Goa to Maharashtra, two states. So it is between the two states. So it becomes a interstate supply. Which tax has to be paid? If it is a interstate supply, then IGST has to be paid. So let's write the transaction and amount here. So supply of commodity D to a branch at Maharashtra. So it is interstate supply. So IGST. Here it is nil. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And before that, let's see the transaction. So goods 13th one. Goods purchased from an unregistered dealer at Panaji. So again, you are purchasing the goods, not a supply, but here you are purchasing from unregistered dealer of Panaji. It is same as here. Goods were received from unregistered dealer at Ponda. It's the same transaction. Goods purchased from unregistered dealer at Panaji. So though it is a purchase, since you are receiving the goods from unregistered dealer, you are liable to pay tax instead of this unregistered dealer. So it becomes a transaction taxable. So which transaction? Panaji is in Goa, so within the state, intra-state transaction. Let's write that. So goods purchased from unregistered dealer at Panaji. So it is the intra-state. So here it is nil. Next, let's go to the next one. 14th one. Goods worth rupees 4,87,500 supplied to a registered dealer at Dadra and Nagar Haveli. So goods supplied to a dealer at Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Where is Dadra and Nagar Haveli? They are called as Union Territory. So it is between, again it becomes a transaction between two states, that is Goa and Dadra and Nagar Haveli. So it is the interstate transaction. So IGST has to be paid on this transaction sale value. So let's write the sale value and let's write here. So supply of goods to registered dealer at Dadra and Nagar Haveli. So here it is nil. Then under IGST column it is 4,87,500 since it is a interstate transaction. Let's go to the next one. Goods worth 3 lakh, 15th one, goods worth 3 lakh received from job worker. So you are just receiving the goods. So that means it is a purchase. Just you are getting back the goods which is given to a job worker for processing. So it is not a complete supply. So this is not a complete supply here. So it is not taxable. But still let us write down the transaction here. Otherwise we have to give the notes. So I have written goods received from job workers, not a supply. Okay, let's go to the next one. 16th one, goods worth rupees 12 lakh sent to job worker at Ponda. So it is not a supply. We know that it is just processing. But what happens after that? He supplied goods directly after processing to a dealer at Mumbai. So that means he is making a supply, okay, to a dealer. So that means it becomes a complete supply, taxable. And where it is taxable? Mumbai. So it is between two states, Goa and Mumbai. It is a two states, between two states, so interstate supply. So IGST has to be paid. Then to a registered dealer at Madgova. So again supplied to a dealer at Madgova within the state. So within the state means CGST and SGST. On these two transactions, tax will be levied because it is a complete transaction. It is a complete supply. Okay, let's write both the transactions here. So I have written both the transaction. First one, supply of goods to by job worker after processing to a dealer at Mumbai. So it is a interstate transaction. So IGST column, I have written the amount. Then another transaction, it is within the state, supply of goods by job worker after process to a dealer at Madgaon within the state. So it is CGST and SGST has to be levied on such transaction. Let's go to the 17th one. Goods sold to a dealer of Shirdi who is registered under composition scheme. Okay, so we are not worried about registered, unregistered, composition scheme, whichever scheme. But what is important, whether it is a supply. So here goods sold to a dealer of Shirdi. So it is supply. What is the nature of supply? Shirdi is in Maharashtra. Goa is a separate state. Maharashtra separate state. So it is between two states. So it is interstate transaction, interstate supply. So which tax has to be levied on this amount? It is IGST. So let's write that. So I have written here supply of goods to a dealer at Shirdi who is registered under composition scheme. So here it is nil because it is an interstate transaction. IGST has to be levied. Let's go to the last one, 18th one. Goods purchased from a registered dealer at Madgova for rupees 4,50,000. So it is a purchase transaction. You are purchasing the goods. So it is not a supply. Supply means when you make a sale, when you make a exchange, when you make a gift, whatever. Okay, so here it is purchased. You are purchasing from somebody else, so you don't have to pay tax because registered dealer, you are purchasing from a registered dealer, he will pay the tax. So it is not a supply. Let's write that again. Sorry, let's come back. Let's write here. So I have written goods purchased from registered dealer at Madgova. So it's not a supply. Okay, I think that's all. Now we have to total it up. Let's write the total here. So what is the total taxable turnover under CGST and SGST and IGST? So we have to calculate. So let's calculate. So let's calculate for CGST and IGST. So it is 41 lakh 85,000 is the total taxable turnover for CGST and IGST. Remember, rates may be different, but we are just finding out taxable turnover on which tax has to be levied. For IGST, let's calculate it once again. So we have calculated is 49 lakh 5,000. So this is how we have to calculate taxable turnover, taxable under CGST and SGST and also IGST. So that's all from this video. Thank you for watching this video.